Alright guys, hello and welcome back to part 19 of Mist Survival. Now, I'm aware of what the title says and I don't want you guys to freak out, but this is going to be the final episode of this series of Mist Survival. And, you know, it's not going to be the last episode I ever do of Mist. As more updates roll out and more things get added to this game, I will absolutely revisit it and we will do other series down the road. But for this series, this is going to be the last episode. We've got a lot to jump into, and I'll talk about that in a bit. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was a little bit anxious and nervous to sit down and start recording this video this morning because, I don't know, this has just been such a pivotal game and pivotal series for my channel that it feels almost surreal that it's coming to a close. And I seriously cannot thank you guys enough for all of the love and the support that you guys have shown at this game and my channel. I don't know if you guys found me just by searching this game up or how you guys came across my little channel, but you know, I think before I started this series I was sitting at like 500 subs, and obviously you guys can see where we're at now. And you know, thanks to you guys and all the love you've shown these videos, I've been able to join the partner program. You know, and the idea of turning content creation and this channel into something that replaces my 9-to-5 40-hour a week job in an office becomes more of a reality. And so I'm extremely thankful and extremely grateful for all of you that, like I said, have shown love to this video or this video series in this game, because I absolutely do love this game. It absolutely has a cult following that I'm starting to see. You know, but it's been such a good thing for the channel, and it's just crazy to me to see it kind of come to an end. But like I said, we've got a lot of stuff to cover in this episode, and I'll go over that here in a second. But first off, we've got a canned fruit and we got an apple here waiting for us. So let's go ahead and pick these up and get some, I would say breakfast, but I'm pretty sure it's evening time. What time is it? Oh yeah, it's not morning. I don't know what we did yesterday, but let's go ahead and get some food in our system. We'll take a little walk around camp and get reacquainted because it's been a while since we've been in here. So I got to make sure I know where everything's at, what our current situation is like for food, weapons, and the like. As far as this being the last video, though, I mean, there's a reason for that. As you guys know, this has been a 20-part series almost. So, you know, we've done a lot. You know, the world that we've built here for ourselves in the apocalypse is really good. We've got our water situation figured out. We've got 3 different working vehicles. You know, we've got nice defensive walls. We've got survivors that we've made acquaintances with, one of which is living with us. You know, we're very self-sustainable here. In the world of Mist Survival, I mean, that's pretty much all you can ask for. It's overrun by bandits, by the infected, you know, and we've carved ourselves a nice little corner of the apocalypse here with this little fire watch tower area. And we're sitting pretty is basically what I'm getting at. Minus the bears that roam this area, you know, we're pretty safe here. And we've set ourselves up for long-term success. However, there are lurking threats that we still have to deal with. And we've gone pretty much all throughout this map. But over here in the tunnel, on the other side, that is where the new threats arise. That is where all of the danger stuff is coming from. And in future updates, and as the months roll on in Mist Survival, those are going to be the threats that we have to focus on, prepare for, and honestly worry about. And so we're going to be a little bit proactive today, and we're going to head over to the other side of the tunnel and do a little bit of exploring, kind of in that city that we've already been to, as well as what's past the city. And I have heard whisperings of things that are out there, and I'm very anxious to see what awaits us because they sound pretty intense. And the foundation of what is being set up there looks pretty promising. So we're going to go ahead and do that today. Let me go ahead and take an inventory. I forget just where all my stuff is at. I think we had food and water pretty much carved out entirely. So I want to go ahead and take a look at that and see what we're working with. Oh yeah, we put the bed up here too. So ideally, you know, if we get more survivors, we got 14 liters of water, which is really nice. I need to go grab a water jug so I can carry that. Do I have one up here? Is it empty? It is. I think I've got one in my car, but I'm just going to go ahead and fill this one up. We did move quite a bit of water in here. And obviously we can... Nope. What am I giving you? 0. We can fill this thing up. Yeah, to 100 liters full, but yeah, that'll be one of those grindy things that we do off camera. But yeah, and the other thing is, I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but when we do revisit Mist down the road, which, like, honestly, if a new update comes out in the next like 2 months, hello, we're starting a new series that quickly. Like, I don't really care. I really do love this game. I have so many hours logged into this game, and whether I'm doing this behind the camera or I'm just doing this in my free time without a camera rolling, I just love getting lost in this game. It doesn't matter what the situation is. For all of its weird quirks, I genuinely do love this game. What's up, Scott? How have you been? Just posting up. I wouldn't mind getting some more dialogue options for Scott. But he doesn't want to talk to me right now, I guess. So anyway, let's go ahead and grab some meat sticks so we have some food on us. Try it 100%. What was I oh yeah. So when the time comes to revisit this and create a new Myst series, I kind of want to change up, obviously, what we're doing. I'm probably not going to continue this world because everything's been looted, and I want to start fresh, make a new building. I probably want to like craft a house, but I'm open to suggestions from you guys on what you'd like to see as a base. I really do love the Fire Watchtower base, and again, if this was real life, I would do this myself. I would try and find a watchtower like this and build around it. But I've seen everybody I feel like that plays this game builds in the White House. I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to mess around with building the actual like structured homes. Other than that, I know you can make like pre-built homes and stuff. So, where are those at? Those are like the tree houses. Yeah, you can buy like or build like the cabins and stuff placed though. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind making one of those in like a cool scenic spot. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on what you'd like to see in the next series, let me know. But it's starting to get dark out. Fatigue and everything else. Okay, I think I might just get some sleep. I might get a load of sleep because we're gonna have a very, very long day ahead of us. So let's go ahead and head up here. Get some shut-eye, wake up, grab our gear. How are we looking on weapons, too? We've got a pistol, ammo. Oh, yeah, I forgot we have the crossbow. And not only do we have the crossbow, but we have the, like, flame attachment for it. So that's super nice. It looks like we have a decent amount of ammo for it, too. So, nice. Other than that, yeah, we kind of cooked through some of our rifle ammo. Yeah, I think next time we do a series, next time we do the Myst series, I'm going to be a lot better about like crafting ammo and stuff. Now that I know how to do it, I'll spend more time off camera, like grinding that just so that we have a stockpile of ammo. But I don't know. I kind of like having to go back and forth between the weapons and what we find ammo for, because realistically, I mean, you're not going to have the time in the apocalypse to just sit there over a bench, over a reloading bench, making ammunition for 8 hours a day. Nor are you going to have the time to go into the mines and mine for 8. Like, it just isn't realistic. So I kind of like only using the ammo that we scavenge, because it just adds a little bit of realism to it in scarcity. But let's go ahead and get some sleep. I'll check back in with you guys first thing in the morning. We're going to hop in the car with Leo, I think. Actually, ooh, do we want to leave him here? I'm not sure, but we'll head over to the other side of the tunnel and see what awaits us. Check back in with you guys in just a minute. Ooh, all right. Good morning, people. We got a nice night of sleep. How are we looking? Hunger and thirst, that's all we got to top off, and we'll be totally fine. The sun's rising over the mountains, and now the fear of the unknown is starting to set in a little bit. Let's go ahead and grab one more of these. Now, I do know on the other side, and I'm just to break immersion here for a little bit, on the other side in the city where we took down the giant cedar, I think is what it was called, the big blob that could go invisible and move around and made a bunch of thumpy noises. We killed that pretty handily, might I add, but because it's Myst survival, it doesn't actually go away for good. It's going to be back there. So I think we're going to have to try and avoid that to the best of our abilities. As far as like the seekers and the stingers, I'm not sure if those guys are still there. I think they probably would be. So we're going to make sure that we have, at least 2 little containers here of our fuel. So we don't have to mess with that. But let's go ahead and hop in the car. Enough yapping. I'm going to get these doors swung open. Scott, I hope you have a good time here. Do I want to take Leo with me? I have to. It's the last episode. What am I thinking? Of course I have to. I don't want to leave him back. Make sure there's no bears on the other side of this wall. All right, we're good. Oh, yeah, hold on a second. I forgot that I grabbed this chair, this little rocking chair. Why did I grab this? I think I grabbed it when we were going fishing in the last episode. But we'll go ahead and just place it down here for right now. Actually, let's put it by the fire. Let's put it by the fire. We'll have a nice, you know what we're going to do? The last thing that we do in Myst survival, as long as we survive, we're going to come down, we're going to plop down in that little seat, we're going to open up a bottle of Jack Daniels, and I think we might... I think we might crack into those cigarettes that we've been saving. We've been so good about holding off on. I don't know. Something about surviving 60 days in the apocalypse, I think, calls for it. So we've already gotten over the mental dependency of it. So now we can just have one because we want one. But I don't know. That seems like a fitting end for this little series, is to relax by the fire. But we're not even there yet. We got a lot to do. And I guess while we're driving there, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what I said earlier about this series being a blessing and a curse. Obviously, the blessing comes in when, you guys have allowed me to join the partner program. And, a lot of the subscribers that I've got have probably come from this game, which I'm extremely thankful for. The only part of it that isn't a blessing is I think YouTube now thinks that Myst is like my channel's niche, right? Like Myst is the only game that I play. And so obviously when I drop Myst videos, a lot of people don't click, which is totally fine. I understand that entirely. If you want to subscribe to me just for Myst, by all means, I'm not going to tell you to I'm not going to hold you at gunpoint and force you to watch my other videos, but because you guys probably don't click on the other videos that aren't missed, I think it tells YouTube like, uh-oh, these guys don't like his videos. We're not going to push it any further. Because after the best like 3 months of my channel, I think the past month is, on like full transparency, been like the worst. And I'm not really sure why. I think that's just the ups and downs of being a content creator on YouTube. But it's just interesting how that goes. But like I said, that's the only negative thing that's come from this wonderful 19-part series. Is I gotta train the algorithm to know that I'm not just a Miss Survival Let's Player. And like I said, on that same breath, if you guys like Miss Survival, I know for a fact you guys would enjoy the other series. We've got Project Castaway out right now, which I think is probably wrapping up. But we're just getting started with Sons of the Forest, which is going to be a huge series. And honestly, as far as survival games go, best game that I've ever played in terms of just like realism and the things that you can do, like the shelter building is just absolutely insane. And I'm building an A-frame cabin right now in that series that looks just diabolically awesome. So yeah, if you guys like the Miss Survival and you like this narrative, like story-driven Let's Play series on a survival game, at least check out Sons of the Forest. I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's definitely scarier than Miss Survival. So if you don't like scary stuff, maybe skip the scenes where I'm going down into the caves. But anyway, enough yapping. Let's go ahead and I forget how we get there. Oh wait, I'm going to the survivor camp, dude. What am I doing? Oh my gosh, I tweaked. I was talking too much. Well, actually, you know what? Let's pop in here and see if anything's new. Let's see if they got anything to trade for. I gotta hit all the main spots before this video comes to a close, and I probably wouldn't come here after, so let's get the car shut off. What's up, fellas? How we doing? All right. You guys have so much to say, as always. I really wish James would come back, too. I'm gonna go check on Gian, too. I kind of forgot about her. I really wish... I don't know where James went. James was here, I thought. He was a part of this camp. And then he just kind of disappeared out of nowhere after we finished some of those quest lines, but... What do we got here? We got a lot of components, a lot of scrap. See, what I was doing a lot on off camera was I was trading for all this stuff because it's kind of getting harder and harder to come across naturally. So, I mean, I don't have anything really to trade right now. I don't have any more secret claws, which I'm going to harvest a bunch of those. And maybe I'll come back and stock up on stuff. But yeah, I've been trading for a lot of that stuff because it's getting harder to find naturally. But I don't know. I'm really, really curious too to see what they do with that little like dojo, like samurai Japanese style, like housing units over there. Or like little housing section. I think that's gonna be really cool. I have no idea what their plan is with it, but yeah, it just looks super sick, and I'm excited to see what they turn it into. And I so badly want to go over there and explore, but again, I want to, I want the new stuff to be new and like fully fleshed out before we start diving into it. But let's go check on Gian real quick. I gotta remember how we get up there. I think it's up through this way, maybe on the 3rd floor. I believe so. Yes, there we go. All right, that guy's Gian. And again, I think I said this in the last video, but I just can't do anything. I can't interact with the bed, can't interact with her. I did build like the healing station. It's not in my camp now, but I did it kind of off camera. I did build it just to see if maybe that would prompt her to like come back. It doesn't. So she's kind of just stuck here, I guess. She's just going to have a long recovery, which is fine. But I wouldn't mind getting her back to base and having an extra set. Hello, Leo. Good Lord, you got the zoomies, dude. What are you doing? Somebody also told me, hold on a second. Nope. Push you down, Leo. About like the other action wheel, like the scrolling wheel. I don't know how on all this time I missed that. Let me see if I can find it in the settings real quick, in the controls. But like for Leo, let's see, pet command, left alt select, continue, left alt. This, I didn't know this whole wheel existed. Oh man. I mean, again, I'm going to take him with me, but like now I don't know. Can I? Okay, I can literally just do it wherever. Okay, cool. So if we want him, oh, look at you, Leo. Just sitting down like a good boy. If we wanted him to attack or like ghost strike, ooh, that's kind of cool. If we wanted him to like attack an infected or something, which I don't really want to put him in harm's way, honestly, but we could do that. And I just don't know how I didn't know that that was a control. Okay, he's probably going to stay there because I told him to. Come on, Leo. I need you to follow me now. The one time I'm actually asking you to follow me. But left alt, that's what it is. So stay, go point, call. Okay, that should be good. But yeah, nothing new over here with the survivor's tent, but I do like some of the additions they've made, like the fuel guy over here. Is he not going to follow me? Come on, Leo. Don't be doing this now. There you go. Can you come out the door, please? He'll probably get in the car the second I get in there. Okay. Let's hop back in the truck and head back to the tunnel. As we're driving too, I wanted to talk about some of the other games that are very similar to Myth Survival. At the end of the day, I love survival games, specifically like zombie survival games. I know these aren't technically zombies, but you know, the vibe of this, I love. I want to play games like this for sure. But I want to know from you guys too, what are some other games that I can play after this series comes to an end that are similar? Because I've had a few on my radar that are very, very similar. I think the most like adjacent game is probably, why am I stopping my car? Is probably The Infected. I'd watched a series on that years ago, but I've never actually played it. So if that's a game that is good and runs well enough to play, and you guys would like to see a series on, let me know. But if there's other games similar to like similar to Myth Survival specifically, let me know. I'd be happy to check them out. I know some of you guys had said like 7 Days to Die too. That one is, I played that one like a couple months ago just on my own free time. That one's difficult, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, let me know if there's other games you want to see. The Infected seemed like really, really interesting. Ooh, all right. We got some Infected in here. Can we turn the, there we go, the lights on. And I think in the Infected, they're the same kind of like type or genome. Is that the right word? I don't think so. Of zombie, but they're like vambies is what they call them. So just make our, what is that? Wait, what? Oh, those are the stings. I forgot they added those like everywhere. I mean, I don't think anything else is new. I guess I didn't really look to see if there were any updates, but performance over here is still not the best, but that's okay. All right, we're just gonna drive by. Yeah, they added those things like everywhere. That's so crazy. We're gonna just go ahead and drive by like all the cannibals and stuff too. Oh, is the mist rolling in the second we come out of the tunnel? I think it is. All right, cannibals, don't mind me. See, that's kind of like one of the things with this game. I wish you could just drive past them. I wish you couldn't just drive past them. I wish they would kind of go aggro a little bit. And at the very least, run you down. I mean, they're not going to be able to do much while we're in a car. But yeah, we've already been through all here, so I'm not going to mess with this. I want to go over yonder. It'd be kind of cool, too, if we could pick that vehicle up at some point, maybe in a new update, and like fix it up. Maybe just as a quest line. I don't know. Like, we don't need one because we've already got one. But it seems like a waste to have a gun with a big old turret mounted on top just sitting over there, but I guess it is kind of fried and on fire. I don't remember how much of this we explored. It's been so long since we were last over here. And it doesn't look like the mist is rolling in, so that's good. But what I'm most worried about are the seekers. Because there were a lot over here. I don't hear any thumping. Maybe it isn't back. Oh boy. Come on, frames. Don't feel me now. I'm going to pull up here. Oh, no, there's a seeker over there. I'm going to pull up right by the door. I don't remember if we went in here or not. To be honest, I don't think... flamethrower, please. I don't think there's anything, like, new. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Okay, okay, okay. Stingers, got it. No, I don't want to reload. Woo! That just sent shivers down my spine. Welcome back to Myth Survival, ladies and gentlemen. There's another one right there. Ooh, that just scared me. All right, well, let's go ahead and take these guys out. Ugh. Those things are nasty, dude. The sound that they make, I absolutely hate it. They'll catch you, too. If you don't turn your corners, they will catch you, undoubtedly. None of this stuff looks lootable. Leo, be on point, please. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything in here that we can take, except for, like, plates and stuff, maybe. Look at that thing going crazy through the window. Dude, that's nuts. That thing is pissed. Ooh, I hear the seekers, too. All right, now we need to reload. Oh, boy. These things are going to catch me off guard. What was I saying, though? I am really excited to see, too, kind of what turns into, or what the cannibal camps turn into, because I feel like that's a really cool thing. Because the bandits are, like, cool and all. I think the AI of them is a little wonky, but, you know, that can always be fixed. And, like, same with the cannibals. It's just nice to have different factions of, like, non-infected. I will give the dev of this game, and again, it is one dev, so like everything that we're doing right now is so impressive that it's been done by just one person. But there are a lot of like enemy types, you know. It's not just like a man versus zombie. There's bandits, there's the cannibals, there's like 5 or 6 different forms of infected. Like, you know, oh, there it is. You guys hear that? I hear the booms. It's definitely back. Which definitely makes me nervous. But yeah, I gotta give the dev credit. Ooh. Can it... Oh, was that a seeker? Can they come in here? Oh, yeah, they can. Oh, I didn't think I don't know why I thought they might not be able to come in here. Oh my God. Oh, did he hit me? I don't think he did. I'll be honest, I really don't want to mess with that. I mean, I know we've got plenty of ammo, but the Seekers, dude, land a couple punches and you're cooked. You're absolutely done for. And I don't think that there's going to be anything that we can really loot. Oh, God damn it, dude. The dev knew exactly where he was putting these things. Oh, those made me jump twice now. What was I saying? I don't think anything over here is lootable. You guys see that Seeker through the window? Oh, that's so like, I don't know. There's a certain charm about this game that I just can't get over. You know, as polished and like well performing as Sons of the Forest is, like, I don't know what it is about Mist, dude. It's just it's so lovable. I don't know. It's got its own little charm to it. Anyway, I keep hearing these noises that I can't tell if they're like footsteps or what they are. But again, knowing that there's so many Seekers around here, I want to try and take out like at least 3. Oh, geez. Well, there's 1. There's 2 and 3 right there. Because I want the claws. I need the claws for like trading and stuff. But okay, 1, 2, 3. We could just get in our car. I know it's kind of the cheap thing to do, but I don't really care. Let's draw them over here. I don't really want to like run up at these guys because they'll tear my ass up. So as long as they okay, wait, can they hit us on top of the car now? Ooh, I don't want to risk that. I know it probably die, burn. How are you not dead? Ooh. Okay. We're fine. We're good. I don't even want to jump down here to get these claws, dude. They're going to run up on me. I think the coast is clear, though. I can probably grab a couple of these from the top. Ooh, Leo, don't scare me like that. Only 1 claw? Come on now. Don't be stingy. That's all right. I think that is the case for some of these guys. All right. Too much weight. Can't climb. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dump these off. Honestly, do I want to get that other one? Hold on. I want to pull out the flaming crossbow. It's been a while since we used it. He might be just out of reach. Is there another one close by? I mean, I'll launch this thing, see if it hits him. Oh, okay. I'm surprised he reacted to that. Come on, baby. Just missed. Don't know what that hit. Okay, we're just going to miss all of our shots here, I guess. Leo, distract him for me. Are they hitting him? What are they landing on? Dude, what is happening? Well, here's the part about Mist Survival. Okay, you know what? We'll use it on something else. That's the part about Mist Survival that I'm like, please fix that. We just got to go to Old Reliable. Maybe they did hit him because he just went down pretty quick. I don't know, man. Just visual bugs like that just kind of take a little bit of the immersion out of it, but not to say the experience isn't still fun. Now, I will say the thing about these little fire arrows is that you cannot recover them like you can the other arrows, which is fine because that was definitely a bug that I've been exploiting pretty much since the start of the series, but we'll have to be a little bit more precise. Look at all these claws, though. We're so rich. We're going to be able to buy literally anything that we want to. And I might, honestly, I mean, this will probably be the last video, right, of this world, but, you know, if you're doing this for yourself, I think I mentioned this before, but leaving the nests open and not burning those will give you the ability to come back and, like, harvest the claws so that you can then use them for trading and stuff like that. So I think I got a little bit antsy and burned down all the nests, so in some of the areas where the Seekers are present, I couldn't come back to harvest claws after some time had passed because they'd all been burnt out. But let's make our way around the city. There's that big blob, the cedar. There's cedars, seekers, stingers. I don't remember what the big, like the tall blobby things are called. I think I called them bloaters, but a lot of S's. So all these buildings that we're driving by, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I don't think we can go in here. And honestly, there's seekers walking all over the place. I might go into the church, actually. I just don't think that any of these buildings, like, you can go in them physically, but there isn't anything to be found. Okay, you know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it just to test my theory here. Ooh. Performance is not the best. I hear you, little stingers. Ooh, okay, okay. So they put stinger. So like, if you're gonna put these things in here, you cannot take it down. Are they gonna put like loot and stuff in here? Ooh, what the? Oh my God, what is that? Bro, what is that? That's like, dude, I don't know what that is. That's like stuff from... Oh my God, sorry. I'm like actually shocked. That thing's right outside the window. Oh my God. Hold on, duck behind the AC. I'm glad I left my truck running because I feel like when we get out of here, we're gonna have to dip so quickly. What is like the stuff from the underground or whatever from Stranger Things? Is this thing in the bathroom? No. Whoa. Little double door action. Okay, interesting. There's nothing in the suitcase, right? Yeah, this is like the... Is that what it's called? Dude, it's been so long since Stranger Things came out. That's the problem with these TV shows that take like 5 years to release seasons, is you forget about everything in them. Okay, so we got a heartbeat up here. I mean, I'm gonna take it down because I want to go in here and see like what's going on. All right. Maybe just a bunch of heart. Okay, maybe just a bunch of hearts. This is a nice house though. This is really big. A lot of floors, a lot of space for activities. I'm gonna just take these out because if there's something hiding back there, I want to see. But I mean, we're already cooking through. We've only got one. I should have brought more propane. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's go ahead and just burn the rest of this down, though. Hopefully, we can burn it down. Any dead bodies? No. Okay, I kind of had the feeling that would be the case. Crazy stuff, though. I mean, look at all that stuff on the walls. Absolutely gnarly. This town is going to be overrun and just full of infected in no time, which is why I don't want to dance around. Really, the only place that I wanted to go take a look at was the police station. I'm pretty sure I drove past one in one of my past episodes, but I want to pop in there real quick and see if there's anything in there. I mean, yeah, like I said, dude, like you can go in through all these buildings. I mean, okay, I'm going to say this right now, actually. I said that this was going to be the last episode, but if I'm being completely truthful with you guys, it's driving me mad that we're going to end it on 19. So here's the thing. I'm going to say this is going to be the last episode of Miss Survival, but after watching this all the way through, if you guys see things like, oh, like you know that there's stuff in these other buildings you want me to explore, let me know. Or if there's something very niche and specific or new that I haven't come across or seen, tell me. And then maybe, I'm not going to make any promises, we'll do a part 20, right? And that will be the true like end. But I don't know. There's just tons of buildings in here and I don't think there's anything in them. And I don't want to spend a bunch of time and energy going through all of them when I really want to see what's on the other side of all this and show you guys that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Let me know if there's stuff that I'm missing. We're going to go ahead and go to the police office or the police station and pop in there. Because yeah, I also don't want to just cook through all my ammo and stuff with all these seekers running around. There's just so many. Can we even get into the police station? I mean, I could probably jump over, right? Look at the ladder. I love the ladder. Like the stuff like that where the ladder connects the roofs of the buildings. That's so cool. I'm gonna hop over here somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna get over here, but we're gonna go ahead and do that. We could, okay, so we can get up through there. All right. I'm gonna leave the car running. We got plenty of gas. Not worried about it. Let's head up here. Make sure no seekers sneak up behind us. Can we use this ladder? Okay, we can't. Change of plan. I'm not really sure why we couldn't climb up that ladder. I feel like, ooh, I thought I was going to break my ankles. I feel like that is something we should be able to do. How about we come up here, jump across, just ignore the fact that we just landed on barbed wire. So these cop cars can be manipulated, right? Oh, shit. Okay. I guess I'm glad we came over here. We got some... What, some 7.62 ammo. We got some canned food. Got another revolver. I'll take it, I guess. A grenade fragment. I'm going to leave those. And scissors. Hell yeah, dude. All right, well, let's enter and see what we got in the glove box. Nothing. Okay, that's fine. Do I have a gas can? I do, yeah, but it's full. Any gas? Oh, shit, there's a lot of gas in here, too. So what's the story with this thing? There's 5 liters in this one. Oh, there we go. Yes, sir. We're going to take that with us for sure. What's the story here? Why is this stuff got lootable things? Oh, Leo, watch out. And nothing else does. Will it attack me if it like sees me through the fence? I've been rewatching The Walking Dead, and I'm in season 3 where they're at the prison and they're just like always banging on the chain link fence to try and get them. Ooh, there's another one. To get them to come by so they can like stab them through the holes and clear them out. Such a good show, dude. I don't like the sound of that though. I need to get out of here ASAP. The real question is, ooh, got a little pin pad. Yeah, my guess is like this is obviously all going to be filled out with stuff. Did I might have screwed myself. How am I supposed to get out of here? All this stuff is going to have stuff added to it, right? There's going to be content added. I'm assuming you're going to be able to go into all these buildings. I mean, look, they wouldn't put all that detail, you know, if this wouldn't eventually open up at some point. Oh, I might be cooked. I could probably jump on this and then over here, but Mr. Seeker with the blob. I wish, you know, the blob isn't really attacking me, which the blob seems pretty like what's the word, docile, if you're not like directly attacking it. At least, you know, that's what it seems like. It feels like when it's in that invisible state, you know, it's like don't mess with me. It's just trying to use it as like camouflage. But okay, maybe I can jump up here. Yeah, I will say Miss Survival, you can jump on just about anything. Ooh, get in the car, drive. Ugh. Okay, well, like I said, guys, if there's more stuff in this little town you guys want me to explore, other buildings that I can go into and get loot from, let me know. I don't want to just go into the buildings just for the sake of going in them, because again, I want to give the dev some time to add some stuff to it. And so when we actually go in and explore it, I want it to be new. So, you know, but like if there's stuff with like the that one house that had all the heartbeats and like the seeker nest, let me know, because I would like to see that. But all the whispers that I've heard over the past few months on what lies beyond the town and beyond the blob have caught my attention. And so that's what we're going to look at today, right where the road ends. Does it really end? No. No, it does not. There's a whole world for exploring. There's a whole world waiting for us to explore. And we're going to do just that. Look at that. Open prairie. Open grasslands. I mean, just look at it. This is beautiful. And there's the... Wait a minute, what? Is this... I thought that was... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's take a look. Maybe this is the first part of what they were talking about. This looks like the survivor camp from like... Oh, don't flip, please. From the older version of Myst. There was like a survivor camp, but it was more like this. It was like a walled-in little domicile, kind of like our current home. Are these guys going to be friendly? Or are these more cannibals? Or is this just more unfinished stuff? It might just be more unfinished stuff, which is totally fine. But let's take a look. Let's drive in here. Throw caution to the wind. I don't see any, like, people standing point. Ooh. Okay, so this is the exact same asset as the old survivor camp. So my guess is they're probably going to add this back and have another little survivor camp on the other side. Can I make this? I'm going to do it. On the other side of the tunnel here. That's super cool. I'm not going to look around too much because, again, I don't want to spoil new stuff. But here's my game plan. I heard there was more interesting, scary stuff on the other side. So it may seem like my game is currently breaking, but I'm going to drive as far as I can until the game literally won't let me. Because in my opinion, they wouldn't let you drive this far if they didn't want you exploring. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do a little bit of off-roading. Please don't. Please don't. Stick it. Yes. I don't want to... I don't know why, but I don't want to get out of my vehicle in this current area. But we're going to drive. We're going to drive until we see something that catches our eye. Similar to that little survivor camp. What kind of stuff would you guys want to see get added to Myst? I mean, do you guys want to see like a big city like back there? Do you guys want to see... I think in the old version there was like an old western town, which is really, really cool. But what kind of stuff do you guys want to see get added to Myst? In terms of like locations and stuff. I'll be honest, the little like Japanese dojo thing seems really, really cool. It does seem a bit out of place. What am I looking at up there? You guys see that? There's really no road here, but I'm seeing something up top there. Oh, I'm seeing something up top there too. Weird. This is a whole lot of area to be able to just freely drive with like nothing over here. I think maybe they made the road extra bumpy or the train extra bumpy because they didn't want people coming back here yet. Well, guess what? We've already been through everything. We're coming back to see everything Myth Survival has to offer. If I don't show you guys the newest and truest and latest stuff, then who am I as a creator? Oh, that's a bridge. Wait, what? I mean, look at there's just nothing here. And then out of nowhere, you've got, is that another medical, like military base? What am I looking at? All right, let's go up. Enough talking. You guys are seeing this all for the first time as I am. How can I even possibly get up there? Drive, perhaps? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Are there people here? This is like a huge... Wait, is this a... This is like a military base out in the middle of the desert. What the... Oh, that's sick. Hold on a second. I'm parking the car. I'm hopping out. Let's get the revolver out. Actually, no, we'll keep the pistol out. Can we climb up here? Oh my God, we can. Oh, we're in. Let's get that reloaded. This is so cool. Oh, it looks like another research facility. Maybe this is where all the shit started popping off. Maybe this is where the apocalypse actually happened. We thought it might be the science lab in the other location, back in the other zone, but maybe it actually started here. Because this is definitely given more like government testing research site, just out in the middle of a wide open, vast desert. Ooh. That kind of gave me the chills a little bit, actually, because I just feel like we stumbled across something we weren't supposed to see. This is really cool. This is really cool. I'm kind of like torn though. Ooh, can I open that? No. I'm torn though because again, same logic as the other stuff. I don't want to fully explore stuff that hasn't been fully fleshed out. I keep saying fleshed out. I should probably find a new term to use, but you guys know what I'm saying. This is all new though, for sure. And this is going to be added in. Man, just look at, I'm losing my train of thought because it's just so like expansive. Crazy. The clouds are moving. I mean, you know, this world has a ton of potential. And I really, I thought there was a person standing up top there, just waiting for me to turn my back to pick me off. This has a lot of potential, obviously. I mean, I just wish this team could get, is that door open? Maybe we could take a little bit of a peek. Just a little peek. We're not going to fully explore, but it'd be remiss of me to not take a little bit of a peek, you know, before all the scientists come back from their summer vacation. You know, they just left it here open for me to explore. So I'm not gonna mess with anything. You guys just left all your doors open, huh? Just left all your doors open. Interesting. I'm gonna find out all of your government secrets because you guys couldn't be bothered to lock down before you went off on your biohazard. I should probably stay away from that before you left on your little doctor vacations. Or this is ground zero for the zombie apocalypse, the infected apocalypse, and I am just inhaling fumes and toxins that are going to slowly make me go crazy and go mad over the next couple of weeks. If that's the case, so be it. Then maybe there won't be a part 20 of Myth Survival. If you guys want part 20, you're going to have to let me know that. Okay, this is going to be the only building that I'm going to like walk throughout because this is so cool. This is like a little cafeteria area. I feel like a lot of the buildings are going to be like this, right? There's going to be stuff that normally we'd be able to pick up, like fruit, that we just can't because it's not implemented yet. But I do want to give the dev, you know, a little bit of a break and make some of the new stuff that he adds new, you know, for when we experience it. But ooh, this is just, I feel like on edge. I don't really know why. I got this weird knot in my stomach because again, it feels like I'm walking around somewhere we shouldn't be. Like, even though nobody's here and it's completely abandoned, it feels like I'm under surveillance right now, right? Like they left this here to see if somebody would be, you know, willing to come by, and then somebody that does stop by and like walk through it, you know, maybe somehow they've got a way of monitoring me when I leave. I don't know. Kind of like oh, look at that. That's so cool. Kind of like Chernobyl, right? Hello, Leo. You go walk around the reactor site, and then slowly, like the mutations and the, you know, all that stuff starts eating away at you slowly but surely. Government's watching me. This is like a giant dam. This is really cool. Like really cool. I'm kind of at a loss for words, honestly. Oh, it was just Leo. I thought that was an invisible wall. Very, very surprised. Also, if there is something over here that can kill me, like an infected, the second it jumps out of me, I'm shitting my pants and crying at the same time because I'm not going to be expecting it. I'm lulled into a little sense of like complacency here. This is huge. What could they possibly be doing out here? The windows up there are broken. Did something break in or did something break out? That's the real question. I love this little like lobby courtyard area though. I mean, definitely abandoned though. I mean, it's obviously, aside from being out in the desert and stuff, all the plants are dead and wilting. I mean, it looks like people haven't been here in a while. So that makes me think that this might actually be like ground zero kind of for everything that happened for the infected apocalypse. But I wonder if we stayed out here long enough, do you think the mist would roll in? I mean, we've got a ton of vantage points we could get away to safety, but I don't know. A lot of potential here. I would love to. I know I keep saying giving the dev things to add as if he's not already got his plate full, but I would absolutely love to see, like, in these environments, like, have the actual functional science building, right? Like this one, you walk in and you see people with white lab coats walking around, and you see like infected in like jars and stuff. Not jars, but like, you know, those like septic tank tube looking things. That would be really, really cool. You know, and it would be cool to be able to kind of see that from the outside. And then once you go in, you know, they kind of react a certain way. I wouldn't think they would be aggressive just because like they're doctors and like lab assistants and nurses and stuff. But I don't know. It'd be a cool little concept if you had like guards, like maybe they hired bandits as like their henchmen, right? To protect them. But once you take the bandits out, you can kind of freely walk around the hospital. I would absolutely love that. What I do want to do is I want to see if I can get on top of these buildings though. I mean, people told me that there was stuff to see. These doors are shut too. Can we get our flashlight on? I mean, the thing that is creeping me out the most about this, I feel like I've been talking like nonstop this whole time, but I just, this is so cool and like, I don't know, interesting to me. But no blood, right? No seeker nests, no signs of the infected. But what is scarier is that there's papers on the floor, furniture turned over. It was like everybody just abandoned ship like as quickly as they could. And really, like, this isn't giving like a town that was overran by infected. It's feeling like ghost town because something happened and everybody had to evacuate. So again, maybe I'm inhaling toxic fumes right now. They're going to slowly kill me, but I don't know. Can you see? All right, I got to manipulate my way up here. See how I can get on top of this roof. I don't want to fall in. If I fall in, I might be dead. Okay, good. I just landed on top. Jump. There we go. How I'm going to get down, I have no idea. But for right now, we're going to hop up here. I don't think I can go into any of the buildings. I guess I could. Come on now. Oh, you can tell me I can't get up here? Ah, shoot. What about here? Okay, maybe we can't go up. Maybe there's a reason for that. Let's see. I'm not going to go into the building because I don't really think I can, but I'm going to get on top of it. Also, I don't know, what is that? Is that an elevator? Huh. It'd be cool to make a little base out here too. Okay, I'm going to try a different method. It'd be cool to make a little... Oh, I thought I was going to break my ankles. To make my base out here, but obviously, I mean, it would be kind of pointless because you can't really harvest resources or anything. Leo, what do you think? You're kind of just taking all this in as I am. Surely there's got to be a way to get up top here. Maybe the stairs? The stairs are kind of your foolproof way of getting on top of buildings in this game. Ladders are very hit or miss. Sorry. Distracted again by Ooh, got a little pool table, a little rec room over there. Oh, that's so cool. I cannot, I can't wait until this actually gets utilized. Oh man. And you can actually like do stuff in here. Can we actually, okay, just jump right over that, I guess. Gabroil, Gabagoo oil. Nothing we can pick up. A lot of paint cans. Oh wow, look at that. Let's get as high as we possibly can. Oh, come on. I should have brought, wait, can I? Yes. Climb on anything. I love you, Miss Survival. We could probably climb on top of this radar dish too if we wanted to. Oh yeah, we can. Let's just get as big of a view as we possibly can. And I'm sure there's a way we could probably get up on top of that dam. Oh, my performance is butt cheeks, but we're gonna go ahead and just take all of this in. I mean, oops, let's put that away. I don't even remember which direction I came from. Actually, I think it was over that way, but obviously, as you guys can see, there's just a sea of missing pixels and a suspicious pile of boxes on top of that little, I don't even know what you call that, but there's just so much that can get added. I mean, the world has already been added in terms of like the environment and like the area outside the other tunnel. I really do wish, you know, obviously when we pull the map up that we could have a second map, right? Because obviously we've experienced enough to make up a full other map. But yeah, I don't know. I think what the dev is going to do is they're going to add bits and pieces of the old Miss Survival world and implement it into this new side of the map, the Zone 1 side, I think is what it's called. So like that survivor camp that we drove past, I think, you know, that's an example of that. But this is really cool. I'm going to go ahead and stop exploring though, because I don't want to get caught out. Like, I feel like there's something doesn't feel right out here and I want to get back to camp. But I'm glad that we came over here because now we have an idea of what to expect when we can come back over here and like fully explore. So I don't know. They got solar panels up here on the roof. I mean, maybe they abandoned things, but things are still being incubated. You know, things are still working here as they should be. And they're just waiting basically for the right time to come back and continue their experiments. So the real question is, how am I going to get down from here? Probably the same way I came up, but I don't remember how. How did I get up here? Leo, help me. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. I took the stairs. That's right. Gosh, I'm stupid. I almost risked it all to go down there and break my ankle. I would have broke my ass in like 70 different pieces. Ooh, some purple paint, I hope. Not purple blood. That'd be crazy. I could see the bloaters and like some of the other variants of the infected like bleeding a different color of blood. You know, like purple or like lime green. Let's go ahead and get the gun out just in case. But yeah, doesn't it feel like there's like there's not any that we can physically see with our own two eyes, but doesn't it feel like there'd be cameras like posted up everywhere around here, like silently observing us as we walk around? That's what it feels like to me, at least. I don't know. Let's cross this bridge though and get back to our vehicle. I don't know what time it is, but yeah, I don't want to be out here when it's dark. I can't imagine honestly anything scarier than being stuck out here when it gets dark out. I kind of wish I had brought some stuff maybe to like set up camp for the night. I don't know. I think it'd be really, really cool to, I don't know, set up camp out in the middle of a desert. Like that's really, really cool, but also probably really stupid and not a surefire way to survive. So I'm going to go ahead and make my way back to the truck, which I think is just over these little cinder blocks here. And then from there, I'm not really sure what I wanted to do next. I kind of want to go back to base and relax and chill a bit. But maybe there's some other stuff I want to do first. I'm not yet sure. But I'm going to go ahead back to my car. We're going to drive back, check in with you guys in just a minute. All right, just kidding. I'm checking back in with you guys right now. I don't want any time taken away from like, you know, my final experiences with Mist in this video. So this video is probably gonna have very minimal editing because I just, you know, like I said, I've been talking a lot because I just have a lot to say about the game itself and everything that's coming up with it. So anyway, long-winded way of saying I'm just gonna keep you guys along for the ride for most of this. But we didn't get the mist, but we did get some rain. So the weather patterns out here are the same as anywhere else, which I don't know why they wouldn't be. I don't know where to go from here. I don't want to like drive off the map, but I also want to explore more. Even just in our vehicle, you know, I want to drive past it. So I'm more so worried that we're going to, I guess, you know what, if we fall through the map for whatever reasons, we haven't done anything like that I would want to keep in a save really. So it is what it is, I guess. But Oh my god, what is that? Or is that the town? Is that the city? That might be the city. That's the city. I think we're just gonna go back. Let's go ahead and head back. We saw what we wanted to see. We know that there's some crazy stuff going on out here, and honestly, I don't want to be stuck around it for too long. I feel like I overstayed my welcome, even just being there for the hour or two that we were there. So we're gonna head back to camp. We're gonna head back to base. We're going to round up Leo. I might set my chair down next to Scott just so we can socialize for a bit. I'm gonna have my bottle of Jack Daniels. Please don't flip, please, 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 please. There we go. And I'm gonna smoke a cigarette or 5. I don't remember how many I've saved, but I've been stashing them away. I don't know if I've been doing it off camera, but I couldn't help myself. I've got this bad habit, and you know what? The apocalypse is extremely stressful. Please don't get stuck. Please don't get stuck. Oh, how many times I get stuck is going to depend on how many cigarettes I smoke. But I think we're okay. So anyway, I think it's just going to be a nice, chill, fitting end to Miss Survival. There's just so much stuff that's coming up. And, you know, my only gripe is that it's not coming quick enough. And I totally get I get the reason why, right? It's one dev. It's hard to implement all this stuff. Being one person, I don't even know how that's possible. Major kudos to the developer of this game, because you've done a phenomenal job with it. But it's hard for me not to just be like, I just got this itch, this Miss Survival itch that I get every like 4 or 5 months. And if something new hasn't been added, I'm just like, ugh. Also, where's the city again? I thought I was going the right way, but now I'm in a mountainside. Hold on. You know what? It's an absolute miracle that my truck did not get stuck throughout that. I don't know if I probably cut the video a little bit, but yeah, it's a miracle that I'm not stuck. Let me get out of here before I actually say that, though. Alrighty, cool. Let me know also in the comments if there is another little area of this zone that maybe I didn't like explore, other than like the dam and like the research buildings. Like if there was stuff further, I can't imagine there would be, but if there was, let me know. And maybe I'll put that in part 20 of Miss Survival. I don't know if I'll do a part 20. I think I'm gonna let you guys decide that. But how do I get home? I'm kind of out in the back rooms right now, and I don't really know how I got here. And I'm not seeing any landmarks. Let me get on top of this little mountainside. I thought it was just on the other side of these trees. Yeah? I don't know. I'm just gonna, maybe this is how Miss Survival ends. I just am tethered to driving around the backrooms desert that is the Miss Survival game. Because I honestly have no idea how to get back. I thought it was this direction, but now I'm not so sure. I wish there was a road here. It looks like there's a path carved out between the mountains. And I also hope, I mean, I'm assuming this will get, there we go. I'm hoping this will get patched once this area gets finalized. But like, obviously performance is pretty bad. Actually, that might have been the worst I've experienced. But, you know, when all this does get developed, I wouldn't even mind if there was like a loading sequence, right? And I don't know anything about game development, so if I'm not right in this, just tell me. But I feel like, you know, maybe it's a little bit too much processing power needed to have essentially both zones like rendered, you know? I would rather be like one zone, go through the tunnel, little whatever, cut scene or loading screen, and then this one loads, because I don't know, it just feels like this transition's pretty brutal. But again, I don't know anything about game development, so I could be totally off the mark there. I'm gonna say goodbye to the cannibals one last time. Bye, guys. Hopefully next time you're a little bit more foreboding and scary. But until you guys get guns, honestly, you running around with machetes isn't that intimidating, honestly. So I'm gonna let you guys do your thing over here. Stop eating people, maybe. That'd be a good start. All right, well, we're heading back to base, and I think, guys, this is gonna be the most fitting end to this series. Unless you guys want a part 20, let me know. We're gonna head back to camp. I'm gonna get a bottle of Jack Daniels, grab a handful of cigarettes, and we're just gonna relax. We're gonna relax by the fire. We're gonna pull up a rocking chair. We're gonna have Leo by our side, fire crackling, wind breezing by our face as night approaches, and it's gonna be a nice, cozy, relaxing end to this series, an end to this day, an end to this experience that we've had in Miss Survival. I'm gonna go get some materials put together, and I'll check back in with you guys once we're ready. Oh my god, okay, if this wasn't a more fitting end to Miss Survival in this series, I don't know what is. Holy shit, I came back and there were 2 bears chilling here, and I literally closed the doors before I left. I'm pretty sure you guys saw that. Oh my god, alright, you know what? We're gonna play with the... This is so stupid. We're gonna play with the flaming crossbow bolt. I wanted one simple thing, to come back and enjoy my peace and relaxation, and I can't even do that. You guys are the absolute worst. This has been a long time coming, honestly. It's a miracle that these bears only mauled me one time. I need you guys to die right now, please. There we go. One more for you, sir. How about that? Right betwixt the eyes. Dead. All right, we're back after that little mishap with the bears. I was too lazy and could not be bothered to remove their corpses from the premises. So we're just going to go ahead and do that as we relax. I mean, cotton candy sky setting in. I asked Scott if he wanted to join us by the fire, but after I told him I'd be indulging in a couple of my cigarettes that I'd stashed away, he got really sassy and judgmental and said he didn't want to join us. So it's just going to be me and Leo right now. But let's go ahead and get some firewood. Slap this on the old fire. We're going to go ahead and build a nice big one because we're going to be here for a while. So let's go ahead and get our firewood on here. We got our fuel. I think we're out of the lighter fluid, so we need... Actually, I don't know if we can fill up the little lighter. Let's go ahead and put some tree bark on here. We'll put matches over here instead of the lighter. Do it the old-fashioned way. Put a little bit of accelerant and ignite. And just like that, we have a nice cozy fire that we're going to sit and relax at. I want to go ahead and call Leo over here. The crickets are chirping. The vibes are high, and we are actually relaxed for the first time in a long time because it's been a long time coming. Go point. Okay, I'm going to have you sit right next to me, Leo. Which side do you want to sit on? You're my right-hand man, Leo. I'm going to have you right here. I want you to sit right there, Leo. You're my best friend, buddy. Don't let anybody tell you different. This is nice. Maybe I might just make a 10-hour-long video of just Miss Survival campfire ambiance, where all you can hear is the crickets chirping in the background, the crackles of the fire in front of you, and Leo's light panting off to your right, and Scott being extremely judgmental over there in his tent. But let's do the important things here real quick. Ooh, that's more cinematic when you put away all of your vitals and stuff. Pull out the inventory. We got only the essentials. We got booze, we got our cigarettes, and we got a little sweet treat for us to finish. But first things first, let's just crack open that bottle of Jack. Let's not waste any time here. I don't know if we drink the whole thing. Oh man, we drank the entire thing, and now we got an empty bottle. Toss it. Don't eat it. And now it's time for a cigarette. Oh. Thought my hands would be shaking. Flick it. Man, that was one drag, just instant. Sucked it to the bone. Let's get another one. But yeah, obviously I'm being goofy right now, but this does feel like a very relaxing, chill end to such a great series. And I know I talked about it already at the beginning, but you know, Miss Survival has a very special place in my heart because of what it provided for my channel. And I'm extremely grateful over the past 19 episodes, you know, what it has done. I'm thankful to have come across you guys, and I'm so glad and thankful that the almighty algorithm put some of my videos in front of you guys so that you were able to enjoy, hopefully, a 19-part series of a game that, you know, I was, for whatever reason, so scared to make. And I know I mentioned that in my very first video, how I was just kind of nervous to make this video because I felt like it needed to be perfect. You know, I wanted to start a survival series where everything was good. You know, I've got YouTubers that I follow that I really admire that have done series on Myst and other survival games, and I think I was just trying to live up to their expectations or their standards way too much. And so I let the fear of that prevent me from making the video in the first place. And sure enough, what happens? I make the first video, I publish it, and it blows up the channel, at least to my standards. So all that yapping just to say I'm very grateful for each and every single one of you. And again, I really hope that some of the other survival series you give a chance, like Sons of the Forest, Project Castaway, and anything else that we decide to get into, because there's going to be a lot. Like I said, this channel went from being just pretty much only indie horror games to now being 80% survival series and then a little sprinkle of indie games here and there. I say that could always change, but that's kind of what I envision the channel being. But we're just chain smoking right now like crazy. But you know what? Oh, we're dehydrated. I don't know if I have any water in me, and I just drank my last bottle of Jack. Let's just go ahead and eat a candy bar. That'll be the last thing. A nice, sweet, refreshing end to our time in the apocalypse. Get that out of the inventory, and now we're completely empty. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the love you shown on these videos. It really means a lot to me. Be sure to check out the other series. I'll link those here at the end screen, or put them down in the description below. But yeah, this is gonna do it for Myth Survival for now. Once things get added, we'll definitely revisit it, do another playthrough, do another long series. There's a million different ways that you can play this game, so I intend on doing that. But I want to give some other survival games a fair shake. You know, and just to be completely transparent with you guys, as I grow my channel as a content creator, I don't want to just focus on one single game. So there's a lot of good games out there that deserve some time and acknowledgement. And so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to give Leo one more boop on the nose, and we're going to close this chapter, unless you guys want a part 20 of Myth Survival. But as always, thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait to see you in the next one. But until then, is that the mist coming in? Just survive.